Hold on. Let me take a sip.
Hey, Monday.
Hi, Monday.
I'm here.
Doesn't count unless you sing it. So
That's not what it is. It's Monday.
It's Monday. Yeah.
All right. Cheers. Cheers
we're
to
really
you.
cheersing. Okay.
Oh, it's a shitty double, but I needed it today.
It'll work.
I did quad shot this morning because I was like, this is
Ooh.
how I'm getting through this Monday.
Okay. I was just seeing on the Dunkin' Donuts app that I, spend way too much money through.
Yeah.
On Mondays, they do like free medium Mondays
Oh,
when you buy something else.
download
And
your
I
app, Duncan people.
Didn't know that until I already ordered a large. And I was like,
You're like, can I get most of this free?
so all I was like, oh, I'll just get another one later.
Exactly. That's not a problem.
I'll just have to have another glazed donut and then get another cup of coffee.
That's a Monday.
That's how a Monday is going to go.
Exactly.
Do you have anything fun happening this week?
Not really. We're going to the opera.
So yes.
Yeah.
Not really, but like I'm kind of doing this really bougie thing.
Well, I'm
without
squeezing it in, and it's like it's a day. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I was hoping that we were gonna have more time, but since my daughter has prom on Saturday,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
it's like Mother's Day on
Wait,
Sunday.
I have so many questions.
Yeah, she does have a dress. It's
That's
beautiful.
exciting.
I know.
Do I get pictures?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and it's hot pink.
Oh my gosh.
Which is not her normal color.
No.
So to see her in a pop of color,
I just immediately was like black.
no, hot pink
Oh my God.
with like gloves. Like she's going all in for this look.
I am obsessed. You getting your hair done?
Yes.
Nails done?
All of it.
Makeup done?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I know,
what I
right?
wouldn't give to be 17 again.
So I'm kind of bummed out that we're like squeezing in this thing that we had planned for, but given the time allotment that we have this weekend, it's just not happening.
Where are you?
We're going to New York.
Oh, casual. Okay.
Yeah, right.
What do you see it?
So we're seeing Aida.
Oh wow.
I know.
You just kind of casually go to New York all the time, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my brother lives there.
Yeah.
So I am going to go with my older daughter who just had her birthday over the weekend.
Fun.
And then Lil's birthday is coming up next week.
Lots of things.
On the edge of 17. And that's all I've been hearing is freaking Stevie Nicks for the last 2 weeks. She's
Can't
like,
say I blame her.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? I don't feel any which way about it.
You're like, this is not my first rodeo, kid.
Right?
I've done a few of these by now.
But it's my last with her.
Yeah.
My last girl that's in this age bracket. I don't think that guys have that same coming of age moment.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not having that I am 16 going on 17 thing that
Oh.
I feel like girls do.
It's so true. I didn't even think of that.
It's such a girl thing.
16.
Exactly.
Oh, so good.
So she's like, next year I'm going to be an adult. And I'm like, yeah.
You're like, kind of.
That's what I said. I was like, in numbers.
But you don't really know that you're not really until you're over it. And you're like, oh, that didn't really count.
Talk to me when you're financially solvent, living on your own dime. That's going to be a never.
Yeah.
Given the current climate.
Given the current climate in Cape Cod, how that goes. Yeah. I was just talking to a friend of mine who lives in Boston, does his own thing. And he's like, I don't know, I might just move back in with mom and dad and come and do the Cape Cod thing. And I'm like, 31. I'm like, yeah, welcome.
Yeah, right. I even said that to my daughter. Well, this weekend when she was asking me for money at a Rick Ross concert for her birthday that her friends were going to take care of.
Yeah.
And then I was riding in the van. So I had ruck for hit. I lived in a van for 36 hours. I do not recommend. However, we did raise a lot of money for Heroes in Transition, which was wonderful.
Great.
But even within the 3 minutes that I gave a fellow teammate a ride with my daughter as driving, he's like, she's kind of a hood rat, huh? Little ghetto.
You're like, yeah,
that's my girl.
That's my kid.
That's it.
Okay.
So, she definitely enjoyed herself, but she was texting me for money. And I'm like, no, I don't have any digital money to give you right now.
Oh,
sorry.
My God.
I'm going to have to wait for your birthday gift until you get home. And then I'll give you actual money. You're not wasting it down there. And Lord knows what.
That's funny.
Rap shows and booze. Actually, it's just weed.
Yeah.
She's that kid.
I was going to say, how old is she?
23.
Yeah. So she's one of those Gen Zers who like doesn't really care about alcohol. They just want to drink. I mean, they don't want to drink.
No, she's not a drinker.
There's like a lot of kids. And as I get older, more and more people are like less into drinking. They more are into smoking.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate because I think, I mean, not that I get an opinion on it, but like it doesn't bother me.
Pick your poison.
Sure, whatever. What's interesting to me though is that like there's a social aspect to drinking and it's like an activity. Like you go out, you see live music, you sit at a bar, like you talk to people. And I don't know if you get that same interaction and those same opportunities when you're smoking weed. Like you sit at home, you smoke weed, or you go to a friend's house and you smoke weed, right? Like, or you go to a park, you go to the beach, whatever, you smoke weed. Like you plan it out as opposed to like having to like casually run into your high school boyfriend at the bar. You know what I mean? You miss that opportunity.
Yeah. I think you're not missing out an opportunity.
I'm just saying,
personally.
if some of us have to some of us have to suffer.
Yes.
Then we all have to suffer. That's my point.
Got it.
Never mind.
Perfect. How was your weekend? What do you got coming up this
boring.
week?
0.
I'm so jealous.
I know.
I could not be more jealous.
It's kind of a weird in between week for me. I got nothing.
Good. Enjoy the downtime. I feel like most people don't do that enough. Schedule your doctor's appointments. Today is National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Day, but also it's National Schedule Your Checkup Day. And if there's one thing that I can tell you, 6 years ago, my life was completely changed when I went to a routine checkup and they found something.
Yeah.
So please just go get your checkup.
Yeah.
It's your PSA for today.
That's probably a smart thing to do. Yeah.
Go to the doctor.
I really have nothing. I've got like 2 days off midweek too. And I'm like, well, I don't know.
So jealous.
I guess like, yeah.
You might be able to squeeze in some activities like read a book or like take some moments for yourself. Because I feel like an unconscious swine right now.
Yeah,
because I haven't done anything.
Should read a book not in the middle of the night because I've been using it to like get through insomnia, which has been so excessive. And I'm making great progress because I'm not sleeping. But anxiety be like that. But I could like sit outside and read. That would be a nice self-care moment.
Yesterday was so nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, and I worked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have no excitement to provide. I know I like carry the draw. I can't. I got no drama. I got nothing.
Well, that's rather disappointing.
I know. Every time I walk in on a Monday and I'm like, I didn't go on a date. Nothing exciting happened. I had no drama. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Well, you're going to have to fill us in with some stuff. Schedule some content, please.
I'm gonna have to like go on bad dates just to come to work.
Thank you.
Come to the podcast and say something.
Thank you. That's what you need to do.
Low-key, I've been on a couple of dates with people that were they weren't bad. They were just duds.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing about it that was like
the fizzle.
Great. Yeah. They had a great time. I could talk to a wall though. So it's one of those things where like they're always trying to go out on date number 2 and I'm like, it wasn't a thing for me.
I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah. And you have to like do what
that's gonna be so awkward.
Yeah. And then I have to make do I ghost or do I just be like, nah, like directly? Those are my options.
Yeah.
I did go out with one guy who it was when the Bruins were still playing. He literally just watched the game the entire time. Which, like, fine, but also, like...
Did I need to be here for that?
Yeah, you could have been like, hey, tonight's not a great night because I really want to watch the Bruins game. Like, okay, no sweat. Yeah, we'll go another night. What do I care? No. You're going to be like, sure, I can come meet you, but let's go to this bar because there's TV, so because I can watch the game while I'm talking to you on a first date as a complete stranger. And then I'm going to sit there and I'm going to literally, like, talk to you like this, but I'm going to be staring at the TV the entire time. So, like, what do you do for work?
Is this the one that asked for another date?
They all do. I'm great. Again, he had a great time. Why? Because I made conversation with a literal wall.
I feel like that's the one you might want to give one more shot to.
No.
Although,
no, it's a solid no for me.
All right.
It was a solid no for me. Yeah.
We ready to get into what's roasting, or we want to do our horoscope?
I need my
week?
horoscope. I gotta find out where we're headed.
Okay, so horoscope for the week. Let's take a look at this because we're out of retrograde. Like things should be better.
Oh my God! Thank God it's over.
Right? But then I looked at all the daily horoscopes today. They were all bad, all of them.
Oh.
Like nobody had above a 4-star day, and that was like pushing it.
Wow.
I know.
That was not the information I needed on a Monday.
I know.
Okay.
So let's see what we've got here. Aries, don't overreact if your partner has a poor attitude.
Just to clarify, this is for the week.
This is for the week. Your lucky day is going to be Thursday. Taurus, your intellectual charm will entice new love interests. Saturday is your pick day of the week.
Wait, that's a really great horoscope.
It
and
is.
I totally agree. But also to my Taurus out there, I have a thing for no, nobody knew. No, don't. We're not adding anybody else
also like your
to
birth
that
month,
roster.
so it might be all right. Gemini, problems with your boss could lead to unemployment. Seems like a problem.
Oh man, okay.
Wednesday is the day for you.
Yeah.
Cancer, you have many personal problems, but professional duties might be pressing. Wednesday is your day. Leo, children might be less than honest with you. Wednesday for you. Virgo, sign up for tours and courses that will enlighten you. Also, your lucky day is Wednesday this week. Libra, Thursday is your lucky day. Your goals will be in reach if you direct your energy wisely.
Good luck trying to figure that one out, though.
Right?
Which direction? You don't know. But good.
Right.
But it'll go well.
Choose
Don't
wisely.
choose wrong.
Scorpio, exhaustion combined with overindulgence could result in minor health problems. Sagittarius, Sunday is your lucky day. Jealous coworkers may try and sabotage your attempts to get ahead.
Wow.
I know. That's devious.
Who is that?
That's Sagittarius.
What year? What dates are those?
November 22nd to December 20th.
Okay. Just wow. All right.
Capricorn, your lucky day is Wednesday. Take a look at the possibilities of starting a small part-time business with friends or relatives.
Cool.
Sorry, I'm busy. I'm full. I have many businesses. Aquarius, you may want to plan physical activities that will help burn off some excess energy. Wednesday is the day for you. Lucky day for Pisces is Sunday. Chances are you could get stuck with a colleague's job unexpectedly. So your midweek days off.
I know it seemed to be
look like that.
Fizzling really quickly.
Does not look like that's going to be great. Also says back off if you want to keep that personal relationship intact.
That's actually a good one. Okay. All right. I can note that.
All right. Your weekly horoscope. There they are. And if you don't like it, it's not my fault.
We don't write them.
Result to the cosmos.
Result
up there.
to the cosmos.
Look upstairs. I got nothing for you. All right, let's get into what's roasting.
Let's get into what's roasting.
So many things happened over the weekend.
There was a lot of things that happened over the weekend. I didn't put down a lot of notes about the obvious stuff. We have a new king of England, of the United Kingdom.
I did like the fact that the one photo of him was this crown like slightly askew.
Oh, yeah.
It reminded me of the Frog Prince.
I don't mean to sound this way, but does anybody care?
No. In fact, Prince, the little one.
Louis? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was yawning.
Yeah. We knew that.
Yawning.
He also disappeared for part of it and then came back.
Right.
But he's a little kid. He doesn't have to.
I love that, though.
Charlotte was a point of poise and she had a cute little tiara on. Yeah, I just feel like this is kind of a useless coronation. Like, what happens if he dies next year? We got to do this all again? This could be totally wrong. I'm pulling it out. But I saw something like 160 million spent on this coronation, which seems so excessive. But then you think about all of the coordination and the traffic control and all that kind of stuff. I get it. But I just want to be like 160 million and like nobody cares about him. He doesn't really have a popular opinion. I don't think people really care. And they're mostly all the photos. The people are really excited to see William and Kate. Like everybody's just kind of waiting for their coronation.
Yeah.
That'll be a bigger deal.
I did like the mug that I saw on social media that said, "Here's to all you side chicks out there."
Oh my God,
possible.
I saw the
and
same
I was like,
one.
I love that.
And she was sitting there on the throne with like this ridiculous thing in the crown. I was like, this is hope. This is hope.
He even took away the queen consort. She's just the queen now. So there you go.
It is insane. Wait, he did? He took it away?
She's just queen now. No consort.
He can do that?
Yes, he can.
Oh my God, that's funny. He's like,
of course.
Sure, mom, whatever you want. All right, now that she's gone.
I know. She's dead. This is what's happening.
Bro. I also saw the point where Prince William was saying his little vowy things and like on a knee and pledging his undying
allegiance to the king.
Yeah, but I couldn't tell if he was reading it by something next to him or if he just directly was not looking at his dad as he was saying it.
Yeah, right.
I was like, this feels metaphorical.
I'm gonna be looking at my dad. You mouth the words at me. Let's get this done.
Yeah, Kate looked perfect. Everything she does is perfect.
I saw very little of what happened over the weekend other than, the choice things that I chose to ingest.
There was a photo of her with the rain on the window of the carriage or her whatever. Maybe it wasn't a carriage. It was whatever fancy car they were showing up in. And it was like the best photo of the entire coronation. Nobody cared about Westminster Abbey. Nobody cared, right? That's where they were?
Yeah.
Nobody cared about the coronation, but like that one photo of her with the perfect tiara and all the regalia, sitting perfectly, her chin perfect with the rain on the window. I was like, done. This is Camilla is like a joke. This is
Right.
it. This is our queen.
Right.
And then there were a lot of protesters. I saw that. A lot of people outside that said like Meghan
Because
Markle
it's kind of bullshit.
the people's queen, the people's princess.
Yeah.
A lot of shout outs for Meghan, who was not there. She was at home celebrating her son's 4th birthday. Harry was there 3 rows back. Didn't apparently have any interaction with his brother. All's kind of sketchy.
So awkward.
But I also wondered if they just specifically didn't interact because then they couldn't make a story out of it.
Well, they can't not do anything. So everything is going to be made to be a story, and they do have to continue living their lives, and they still are the monarch. So they still have to do these things.
Yeah.
I mean, did they have to spend $160 million? No, they did not.
Yeah, that could be a totally.
We could have just had a family party. Those are the down years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you, even at home, you're like, my daughter, she's like, well, I'm 23. I'm like, exactly.
Yeah,
Go hang out with your friends. Like,
I don't really understand why
a big thing, but you made it a big thing.
Yeah, I don't really know why we bothered making it a big thing,
Right.
except for the fact that it's the first time that we had a monarch in 70 years. But
Isn't that so sad though? That goes to show you.
But like, he's gonna do this for what, 3? And then we're gonna do this all over again?
Lame.
And I feel like it'll still be in 3-4 years. It'll be a bigger deal when William and Kate, regardless of how, like, even if it's next year, or even if they abdicated, it would still be just as big. This just feels like a little bit of like an egomaniac pomp circumstance. Like, it's my turn. I've been waiting my literal whole life because my mother never died. So like, I thought I would get an extra 10 years at this. So I'm gonna do the whole thing because I've been waiting those 10 damn years. Do you know what I mean? And William's like, all right, Dad, whatever you want.
Yeah. And plus, I think we're just over it.
I also had no idea there were prince and princesses of so many other countries. I'm watching the photos of everybody come in. Did you know there's a prince and princess of Japan?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
But because they don't have the ridiculousness and pomp and circumstance that this.
Yeah, well, England did
garbage
rule like what, 45% of the world?
Yeah, but it's like
before they started like
things
giving
are
up.
different. The world is different.
Yeah, I agree. I know. I'm just
be
saying.
Like the other princes and princesses, and just be the
what
real figurehead.
Norway, Belgium, Sweden, like all these. I was like, how do I? Wait a minute. I don't need to like go after like the England. Like, how do I get into one of those families?
A lesser prince or princess.
Do you have any like eligible men?
Guys, I just want to wear a crown.
Or do you have any eligible men in the Norway family line?
I can't take their accent. I could never do it.
I could do it if I was dripping in jewels. I'm just saying. Figure it out.
Can you just text me what you want?
Yeah.
Let's never speak.
Could be like, Stephanie, do you want to catch a apartment?
Yeah, it's like the Swedish chef. I just couldn't.
Finland.
I'd be there.
Yeah, I know.
I'd listen to your Swedish chef husband too. It's fine. All right. So, rekindling the flame, Nelly and Ashanti.
I can't believe it.
I don't know. I think it's cute.
I think it's cute. So Nelly was on Dancing with the Stars, and I like fell in love with him.
Really?
Yeah, he's really cute.
Well, I'm glad that he stopped wearing the Band-Aid on his face and the one gold tooth or whatever it was. It was just not a look for me.
He's got like a cute little smile and like
he's not a bad looking guy.
Swagger. I don't know. He's 48. You know, like time to settle, bro.
Yeah.
Go back to your ex-girlfriend. That makes perfect sense. Or maybe it's one of those things where like he never got over her and he spent
either that or just the timing was never right for them, and maybe the timing is now right for them.
They began their relationship in 2003. They were together for 10 years. And now it's been 10 years since then.
Yeah.
All right.
Trust me, I know. I got married in 2003.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I don't even remember that time in life. I really don't. It seems so long ago.
Also in music news, Usher and Chris Brown. They were both at the Lovers and Friends Festival, but then, which by the way, I put the story in because I was there last year.
I know.
But also, and then they got in a fight over some other girl, but like not the girl. It was over her canceling Chris Brown's concert a year ago for something else, like
it was
MTV
so
Awards,
dumb, and
something.
TMZ made something
American Music
happen that
Awards.
never needed to happen, and it was just the lamest reporting of a fight. And Chris Brown, you should not be fighting with anybody. Honestly, your time.
Well, like at what point? Yeah, true. what point are we like not over it? I think Chris Brown said to Usher, like, she should not be allowed to be here because I'm pissed at her. And I think Usher was like, or we settle down
It's the
and we
same
all hang
thing.
out in the same birthday party.
But it's the same situation where Chris Brown is still being allowed to go to these parties where he has proven himself an untrustworthy human to have around anyone. Just like the Tiger Woods BS. It's the same disgusting rich people being put in these situations where they get to continuously behave badly and never really pay the price for anything that they do with their bad behavior.
Tiger Woods is a great example. Like, how many times has he been like caught up in like the worst of the worst scandals and then continues to like get into relationships that continue to go poorly? And
I just don't get it.
Get like sued and then ends up with another hot younger girlfriend after that. You're like, what?
I know.
How?
Because they're dripping in jewels.
Well,
they have a bad Swedish accent.
I did just say. Maybe I'm the worst example. No. I would have more of a mind
I feel like
to not do the Tiger Woods thing.
I feel like they all just roll in.
He's also not that attractive.
No. Mm-mm.
And like, I don't know if he's that smart. Like, okay, you can play golf. That's your talent. You can play golf.
He's just, I don't know. He was never likable anyway. People liked him because he was like the bad boy on the course.
And in life.
Yeah.
And the asshole in life.
And that's it. And I've never dug the bad boy. Never. I never thought
especially
that
in
was
sport like golf.
Right.
Bro.
The gentleman's game.
Yeah. Like, sure, drink your Arnold Palmer. Have your lemonade. And sit on your golf cart, sir.
Oh, I love it. Well, here's a person who's taking a stand for things. Drew Barrymore. I love her. Always a fan of hers.
I loved this. She isn't, what is she not? She's not hosting the MTV Awards?
Because of the writer's strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's in solidarity saying, no, I'm not going to host that. You know, everybody else is on strike. You should be on strike too. Which I kind of agree with.
Yeah.
Although I'm like kind of annoyed with the writer's strike. Can we all just get the money, give them the money and let's get back to work? You're gonna anyway.
All these
Why
shows
are we making a big deal out of this?
Paused, installed.
Well, I'm just irritated because this is a good half of Saturday Night Live. So I'm not getting to see the people that I wanted to. Like Jennifer Coolidge and Pete Davidson. And who else is on this trajectory? Kieran Culkin. All of which I was really looking forward to on the season. And now they're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Stupid writer's strike. Pay them the money. You're going to do it anyway. Why are you making us suffer? Thank you. But thank you, Drew Barrymore, for taking a stand on the bullshit.
So she says, I have the quote, I have listened to the writers, and in order to truly respect them, I will pivot from hosting the MTV Movie and TV Awards live in solidarity with the strike. Everything we celebrate and honor about movies and television is born out of their creation, and until a solution is reached, I am choosing to wait, but I'll be watching from home and hope you will join me. I thank MTV, who has truly been some of the best partners I have ever worked with, and I can't wait to be part of this next year when I can truly celebrate everything that MTV has created, which is a show that allows fans to choose who the awards go to and is truly inclusive. Class. Absolute class. Like, didn't drag MTV, didn't say anything, was just like, I'm just going to stand in solidarity. I've already worked out with MTV. It's no problem. See you guys next year. Though she might still be seen on the show because she did like pre-taped events and whatever. So we might still see her, but no live anything from Drew Barrymore. I just think it's, and I think it's just the right amount of resistance and coverage. Like, I think
I'm acknowledging it. This is why I'm not here.
But she's a big enough person in that this is going to make a headline, even if nobody's watching the MTV TV Movie and TV Awards.
Right.
I didn't even know this existed. But it's enough of a statement because it's Drew Barrymore to say, I'm not involved in this, where it's going to hit headlines. It's going to give the writing guild like a little bit more push.
Just pay them so we can all get back to our life.
Yeah,
thanks.
agreed.
All right. So let's talk about love.
I was right. Couple weeks. What was that? 2 weeks ago?
Not even.
Last
week.
I literally said, this is fake. They're getting married in Mexico with a bigger ceremony. This is just.
Well, I mean, that was just a formality.
Yes, but you were like, no, I think this is a wedding. And I was like, no, I swear this is.
No, I think I said I didn't care, but I know you like her. That's the only reason why we're talking about
whatever.
it. I'm like, whatever. Maybe they just had a quiet wedding. Yeah.
She's a 26-year-old Olympian.
I don't like the Olympics. You know that.
So it's like a very weird, unpatriotic thing about you, despite your history.
Like, I just don't like the Olympics. I just, whatever.
Okay, well.
And also, what I don't like about the Olympics is that you can go play for whatever country you want to if you've got family ties there. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of, I'm calling a lot of BS today. That might be the name of the episode.
Yeah, no kidding. Anyway, she wed her husband, Jonathan Owens, again for the second time with handwritten vows and champagne white and gold decor with florals. Of course, and they were in Mexico, Cabo San Lucas.
I'm laughing at the fact that you said on our Q&A on our Instagram story, it says, but you only have a wedding once. But you didn't. You've had a wedding twice now. Yeah. So, okay.
And in theory, you only have it once. In theory.
All right. But good for you.
But I think she's marrying like a football player. So
right, I
feel like the odds of only marrying once are lower
good
for
luck
you
to you on
than
that
most.
One. And it was a rather large wedding too.
Yeah, 8 bridesmaids, 7 groomsmen.
I think that's huge at this time in life.
Yeah. How do you know that many people at 26?
Well, my aunts and uncles all had giant weddings like that only because it was their family that was that big.
Yeah.
My mom's from like 8 brothers and sisters. Like they just had giant weddings cuz. But I've never seen it post that. I really, unless you're like a sorority sister.
Yeah.
My cousin Allie and her sorority sisters all were at each other's weddings. So they had bigger weddings, but
she also had 140 people.
That's a lot.
And 4 different dresses. I mean, I'm not going to say anything about the dresses. Like, yeah, girl, do your thing. Like, sure, have 4. What do I care? But 140 people feels like a lot. You can see where my priorities are.
Yeah.
Look great. People I don't like.
I know. I'm invited to a wedding that is a monster of a wedding coming up next year. And I was excited. I made the cut. But also 200 other people made the cut. So, but there's like a waiting list for other people to like jump in because these 2 are like very, very popular in our area. So I'm very excited to see this giant ass wedding because I haven't been to one in a really long time. Like a big, like huge, traditional wedding. And he's never been married. So I'm really excited. And he's older.
That's fun.
I mean, I feel like when you're older and you're getting married, you've collected all of these people your entire life. And now everybody wants to be there for you because it's like the wedding of the year. It will 100% be the wedding of the year. Yeah. I'm excited for that too. Wedding
Where
bells.
is it? Here on the Cape?
Yeah, it'll be here on the Cape.
And it's big?
Oh, it's huge.
Where that?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even ask details. I just know I made the cut and I was excited.
I always wonder, like, don't get me wrong, like, we have some beautiful, beautiful venues, but I don't even think, like, the classic venues really hold more than 150 people.
No.
So where are you doing, like, are you doing it on the airfield? Like, where are you doing it where you can hold?
TBD. I will let you know.
I'm curious.
Now let's get to another love story.
So much Taylor Swift going on. So much Taylor Swift.
Yeah, go ahead. So she's got her own section today, and we're running short on time. So let's go.
She has her own section. First of all, she announced that she's releasing her Speak Now remake.
Okay.
Which we're very, very excited about. And that's coming out July 7th. 7/7.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite albums. So I'm really excited. 2, there's this whole theory on Book Talk.
I briefly saw it and I skimmed it.
I'm kind of into it that she is going to surprise release a memoir.
Okay, that's what it was.
Right after Speak Now, which on the 9th of July. And I kind of like where this theory is going. So somebody in Virginia posted, working for the bookstore, that they are releasing an untitled memoir released on the 9th. But it's kind of bizarre that like a publisher and everybody would say like, hey, within 60 days, you're going to have a new book and we're just not going to tell you a single thing about it. But it's going to be a memoir and you're going to love it. And it has a huge initial print run.
Okay.
But we're not going to tell you who wrote it.
All right. So it's clearly Taylor.
I mean, right?
It all makes sense.
She also has, little Easter eggs and stuff. In her note about Speak Now, she wrote, Dear Reader, which is like in, I don't know, the notes or whatever, maybe her Instagram post or whatever, but it's also a reference to her Midnight bonus track as well.
I don't know how you
it's also going to be a literary, like Dear Reader, like I'm writing a book. Just so you know, like you're going to read it, duh. As opposed to like Dear Listener, because she's got music. So now she's like maybe jumping into a new genre of writing. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, why wouldn't she write a book? I don't know about a memoir, but I mean, maybe a memoir, but
Well, it covered the most recent breakup because that's what I want to know.
I know nobody has any idea what's going on with that.
Just because she jumped into this Matt Healy thing like so swiftly.
There's so many things going on with it too. He was seen with her in the backseat of a car, going back to her Nashville rented apartment.
I love the fact that we all just assumed that it was her ex that was the problem. So maybe it's her that was the problem. That was like, I've found the man of my dreams. Get out of my way, Joe Alwyn.
Together.
Let's go.
They were together for a while. They were together, her and Matt Healy, years ago. I don't know, 10 years ago. I wrote it down. Yeah, almost 10 years ago. And it was like hot and heavy, and then they ended it. And now he's like kind of back in the picture. But all these things are super interesting and very unlike her.
Mhm.
Like he came out on stage with Phoebe Bridgers on the concert in Nashville, which I think is like, okay, he's a singer, but like, if you're dating, this is cute. If you're open about it, this is really cute. It's a little like really out there without saying anything. And that's unlike her. It's usually unlike her to either like address it directly or to stay absolutely zero and keep everything out of the press light. And this is kind of like, she's like fueling the flames a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little mix. It's almost like, oh yeah, Joe, you didn't want to marry me 6 full years. Well, you know what? This is what I'm doing now.
But I don't know if she really wanted to get, I mean, if you
know.
listen to all of her music, it doesn't really sound like she wanted to get married. Like everything's, even lyrics in Lavender Haze and in, I'm blanking on all of her songs. They're always like, you wanted a wife and I'm myself. Midnight, the song Midnights is like everything.
No, Lavender Haze was about being stuck in the love bubble.
Yeah, but she has sections in the song that reference like everybody looks at you wondering if you're a date, like if you're a one day or you're the wife. Like, are you an overnight? Or are you a wife? Those are part of anyway.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like something happened there.
And then there's a whole section in TikTok that thinks Joe cheated on her, which I'm like, their TikTok will come up with absolutely anything.
I know. I don't think that he cheated on her. I think that he just was like blah. He was just there, and she was sick of him. And I think Matt is exciting and fun, and just like obviously there's like
it's a different era. Yeah, there's definitely chemistry. I just think it's so interesting how she went from this very, very quiet relationship to now completely fueling the flames. Like he's around, he's on stage, they're seen in cars, they're sitting on the same side. Then she did a thing where she was mouthing words at her concert, which are same words that he mouthed at a concert in May.
We all know the guys that make us make bad choices. I feel like he is one of those, and maybe she's just ready for it. She's
looking for a little bit of trouble.
Yes.
Well, this will be a good album. This will be a great album.
Good for her. I can't wait for it. Bring it on. Bad blood and all. Bring it.
She looked at the camera in Nashville and coyly said, "This is about you. You know who you are. I love you," while on stage. And apparently he said the exact same words on May 3rd during one of his concerts. Like,
I just
you
want to
guys
know. Can you just share, please? Thanks.
Okay, I'm done with that. I just but
I
like,
wish
yo,
they could share.
This isn't even going to be in the book, though.
Do we know that? We don't.
Abridged version, extra chapter. I would think if you're running the print, if it's getting released in July.
Oh, it's probably been done for a long time.
Yeah.
But maybe this is, I don't know. Curious.
I don't know.
We'll have to keep a watch on this situation. She'll let us know when she's ready anyway. And we're not going to know until we're the last to know, regardless. That's how it rolls.
I know. I agree. I know. I'll just sit and wait.
That's like everybody else.
I casually was like sitting in my car, getting my car washed again. Oh, that's a dumb story. But I decided to gave up my parking spot yesterday on a Sunday because I really needed to get my car washed and I was feeling badly about it. So I sat in the line on a Sunday afternoon. You know what those places are like. Everybody's doing their errands to get my car washed. Spent the $20 to get my car washed. Parked it again. Went back to work. Came out. 3 hours later, my entire car had splotches. Not just in one spot. The entire car. I just got hammered by a flock of seagulls with diarrhea. And so I had $55 and 2 car washes later. But in the process of that, I was like, well, if I'm sitting here, I'm gonna look up Taylor Swift tickets.
The monthly pass.
Well, the guy was like, you spent $50 today and our monthly pass is $44. I just want to let you know. And I was like, right. Thank you. Can I just do this again?
Even I have the monthly pass and I don't even live near there.
$44 just feels like a lot to get my car washed.
But I do it once a week at least. I'm driving through that area, or my husband is that area.
Yes, I understand it logically makes sense. The concept of spending $45 a month.
Knowingly accepting that is your monthly bill.
Yes.
Or not going there every 2 days
because
and getting it washed.
It feels different because I'm like, oh, I should get my car washed and it's $20. And I'm like, whatever. What do I care? It's $20. What do I care? Just get my car washed. And then 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh, whatever. I should get my car washed. I don't know. It's fine. It's $20. Who cares? Yeah, that was brutal. Anyway, but so while I was, and by the way, did you know I have so much anxiety in the car wash?
I'm not surprised.
Like the colors and the wishy-washy and like the stuff coming on the windshield.
Just being in a vehicle gives you anxiety.
It was so many bad
Between
driving
the parking.
too. I drove over a cone last week. Oh, and I drove up to visit my friend who is severely like injured. Like he can't drive because he injured his right leg. And he had to park my car for me because I couldn't get into a parking spot lefty. I was like, this is embarrassing.
The amount of miles I've driven in the last 2 weeks, I can't even explain to you. I just drove a vehicle for 36 hours. I took a small break in the middle so that I could go and do 2 gigs during a race that I wasn't supposed to leave of. And it was ridiculous. And at one point when I left the car, I got a text message from all of them taking a photo. This is what happens when you leave. They got the freaking van stuck in the mud.
Oh my God.
So there's photos of them pushing. There's photos of other teams taking a photo of my team trying to push themselves out of the mud. Thankfully, the other driver had a friend that got to pull it to safety and got it out of there.
Wow.
But see, I don't get things stuck in the mud.
No, just yourself.
Just me.
The circle back to this was I was sitting in the car wash trying to ignore my anxiety and not watch all the wishy-washy things. And I was looking up Taylor Swift tickets. $1,800 are the cheapest ticket
for
Boston.
No.
$1,800 a pop.
So that's a no.
No. For like nosebleeds, that's the cheapest seat.
So if anybody wants to take this one here to any Taylor Swift shows, she'll happily be your date.
It would cost. I feel like it should cost.
She's
me
just
less
not
to
driving.
Go to a. All right, our episode's over. Never mind.
Get Perky with us Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the First Shot Morning Show. Yes. I'm just gonna like sit in my roasted level of shit or. Some days you're meaner than others.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.